Manifesto of Cyclic Quantum Cosmology, a geometric kinematic framework of brain string integration in the multidimensional bulk. Author, Manos Kouvakis. Classification, Theoretical Physics, Frontier Cosmology. Abstract. This treatise introduces the formalism of cyclic quantum cosmology, a frontier model that resolves the singularities of general relativity and redefines the nature of spacetime through the structural integration of D-brane theory and excited strings. In the CQC framework, the observable universe is described as a semi-rigid $3 brane embedded in a higher dimensional bulk. The Big Bang is stripped of its nature as a quantum singularity and reinterpreted as a highly inelastic kinematic collision between adjacent branes. This impact generates a plasma of fundamental strings that organize into three distinct topological classes: space strings, matter strings, and gravity strings. Through this vacuum tessellation, the treatise analytically resolves the enigma of the hypermature primordial galaxies observed by the James Webb Space Telescope, and redefines black hole thermodynamics as engines of geometric phase transition from matter to space. Chapter 2: Quantum Tessellation of Space and Tripartition of Strings. Version with Elements of Applied Mathematics. 2.1 The Modern Ether, the Dynamic String Lattice. CQC rejects the concept of cosmic vacuum as a pure geometric abstraction devoid of structure. Three-dimensional space is a tangible and dynamic medium, a self-organized grid composed of quanta of fundamental geometric excitation, open strings. This string lattice constitutes the modern ether. The strings nucleated during the collision strictly divide into three fundamental topological classes: space strings, open strings with both ends free to slide on the surface of the brane, interconnected head to tail to form the background geometric fabric. The local density of these strings determines the physical metric and the perception of distance. Matter strings, open strings having one or both ends anchored. They manifest in the form of elementary particles endowed with mass and localized energy. Gravity strings, closed strings not constrained to the cosmic brane, and therefore free to move and propagate in the multidimensional bulk. They act as gravitational mediators. 2.2 The binary code of the quantum vacuum. The three-dimensional grid formed by space strings operates as a fundamental discrete-state quantum computer. Every single string element of the spatial lattice is described by a binary quantum state in the local Hilbert space. Vacuum state $vert, 0 wrangle $, corresponds to the string in its ground state of minimum vibrational energy. It possesses no measurable charges or excitations, but defines the geometric continuity of space. Excited state $vert, 1 wrangle $, corresponds to the string that has absorbed a quantum of vibrational energy equal to $hnu. This state represents the localization of an energy fluctuation, or the transient presence of a virtual particle. The propagation of a field or electromagnetic radiation in the vacuum does not occur through the displacement of a particle in empty space, but through the sequential transfer of the excited state $vert, on wrangle $, from one node to another of the binary lattice of space strings. 2.3 Black holes as geometric phase converters. CQC overcomes the paradox of the gravitational singularity inside black holes. A black hole is not a mathematical singularity with infinite density, but rather a thermodynamic phase converter that transforms matter into geometric space. When stellar matter collapses beyond the critical density limit, the matter strings confined on the brane undergo tidal forces and excitations so extreme that they trigger a phase transition. Math call times, S. Right-arrow. Breakage of Dirichlet constraints. The ends of the matter strings anchored to the brane are literally detached due to the extremely high energy density of gravitons concentrated in the event horizon head to tail. Fusion. Deprived of its anchors on the brane, The matter string loses its intrinsic physical properties of mass and charge. Its free ends instantly fuse head to tail, converting it into a space-stringed external. Metric flow, the black hole, converting the collapsed matter into space strings, expels the latter radially outward. This constant flux of new geometry prevents the formation of a central singularity and guarantees the perfect conservation of quantum information, which is encoded in the micro-oscillations of the ejected space strings.